All right, we're back with another Mere Mortal developer stream. We're going to try to land the plane today on this feature that we've been working on for the past few live streams. So we've got this basic little kanji game that we're making, and you can see here that it'll just keep bringing up different kanji that we can say we know or don't know. And over time, there's an algorithm in here that'll help us practice the ones that we don't know and slowly introduce new ones. It'll track our progress over time. And so we haven't been working on this side of the application really at all. Instead, where we've been working is if you go to this view all one, this takes you to a progress path. You can see here /progress, and it tracks our progress over time. We're not actually playing this game ourselves. This is like a development environment, so we're not making a ton of progress here. But our user base of one is making tremendous progress in the app, actually. And she's been really excited to see some of the stuff that we've been introducing this week. So, for example, if we were to click into one of the mastered kanji or any kanji really, we would get to see this, which is totally new. Earlier in the week, this didn't exist, and now we can see things like our track record with how we've done in terms of recognizing and understanding this kanji, when it was first seen, and then when it was mastered. So if we were to find one that says, that we're learning it now, it'll just say not mastered yet, and it'll show us our progress. So this is kind of a way we can jump in and kind of have a look at different kanji and maybe review them. So the reason that we did this, oddly enough, this was in the back of my head because I'd seen my daughter look at, tap on these different cards a few times and they didn't do anything. But really another sort of reason with our developer hat on was that all of this data is being stored in local storage, partially local storage, but more indexed DB inside of the browser. And so that means wherever you're playing the game, all of your game data is right there in the browser. And that's great because it just makes it super simple to get started. This is a very basic vibe coded app, and we can just get up and running with it without building a ton of things with a ton of overhead and like implementing auth and dealing with like cloud providers and all of that. We could just have it be device based only, which is awesome. But of course, it's a little bit dangerous because there are any number of things that could happen to wipe that database. And also just data portability is kind of we find times where maybe she doesn't want to play it on her iPad or she doesn't have it, and it would be nice to have another option. So if you look over here, you see that we've added this export data button. And that's one where if I click that, then it gives us a JSON dump of our adventure that's timestamped, and we get a JSON dump that looks like the following. Let me move myself back over here. So over here in VS Code, you can see that we have all of the data that is being dumped, and so anyways, like this is what we want to first just be able to back up, but also potentially take with us. And of course, if we want to take it with us, we have that JSON dump. We need to we have a different environment, like a different device that we want to put it into so we can play the game there. Then we're going to need a way to upload it into the game. So that's what we're going to play around with today, and hopefully land this plane of export import. So I've kind of primed the pump a little bit with OpenAI Codex over here inside of VS Code, asking it to outline how we might go about implementing this feature. And just to kind of brush over it quickly, we are going to add a UI component, handle like all of the sort of different UI states, and then in terms of storage itself, this is the key thing to keep in mind. We're using two types of storage inside of the browser. Local storage is really just kind of ephemeral, like just for now kind of things, like how many turns in this session, what day is it, that kind of stuff. It's not really what we're using for longer term storage. And the kinds of things that we're storing in there, honestly, if we were to take it and then upload and overwrite into another browser, might not even make sense, right? So imagine like if it includes something like today's date, which it does, well, we download that and then tomorrow we upload it somewhere else. Well, why did we go about overriding today's date with yesterday's date. So anyways, that's like all sort of temporary stuff inside of local storage. And this is a key point when I was kind of priming this chat, just to make sure that the bot was on the same page about what we need to do here. So it's going to leave local storage untouched, and then it's asking me a question here about whether or not I want to derive how many turns have been taken once we upload, because you can see here that as we progress, we're storing how many cards have been done in that day. Let's say we need practice on one just for fun, even that one too. Okay, so yeah, you can see here that sorry, what was I? Oh, right. So yeah, I wanted to go back to show you this here. This like is sticky, right? So in other words, like this, there was a time where we weren't tracking state on how many cards had been done. Now we do, and we put that actually into local storage because you might refresh the browser, you might come go away and come back and all of that. So we just want to make sure it's there regardless of where the application's status in memory. All of that is to say that if we go into the progress page and export data, and then we go to a different browser or a different device and upload that data, do we want to maintain that that how many cards we've done for today? I think the answer is most likely we can skip it. I think it's just better for now until we get user feedback to the contrary. It's just not worth going in and playing around with local storage just for that one property that is only gonna be relevant for that day. And I guess one of the things we would probably want to know from the user in the first place is like, under what circumstances are you in a given day or a given session switching devices? Now, if this was a cloud game, if we were building this for, a lot of users, obviously we would be doing this entirely differently. But for a little vibe coded app where we have one player, I think I can say fairly authoritatively that like that's just not going to happen. I am being paused. I will come back.